Hey guys, welcome to Tone Bros. My name's Casey.
And I'm Colin. We're going to get started with our current topic of the day, which actually is no longer a current topic.
I actually don't know when it was current though.
To be fair, it was current at one point.
Oh, that's that's silly, but yeah. Of course it was
all right,
current.
so here's what happened. It's current because there was a Premier Guitar Rig Rundown.
Yep.
All right, John Bollinger, he's the man. All right, he's the man of rig rundowns.
Yep.
He was talking to Keith Urban. What's funny is, like, I watched the video and I was like, dude, I need to look into this. And then I called you. I was like, did you look at that rig rundown? And you're like, yeah, I looked at his picks.
Yep.
And I was like, me too.
Yeah.
Did you buy some picks?
I bought some.
You bought some picks?
Yep, I bought some. So there they are. I haven't even popped them open. First time popped them open. So these are them.
No.
What?
His initials.
Yeah, KU. It's only on one side. Why, you don't like that?
I went to Mizzou.
Oh my gosh.
I can't play these.
Be quiet. Get over that. So, these are the picks that we're talking about. If you guys can see those there. So, it's the new Keith Urban picks, signature picks. Diodario's making these. And if you can see, I'm sure we'll have a little video shot or picture shot here of it. But it's got texturing on 1/3 of the pick.
Mm-hmm.
The other shoulder of the pick is like just normal pick material. And obviously it's got the point. It's got a little KU for Keith Urban on one side, nothing on the other side.
Not for Kansas University.
That's right. So he plays with all three sides of his pick, and he likes to get the different sounds.
Yeah.
Which is awesome because the Joe Walsh trick, right, is the
grippy Herco.
Is the grippy Herco, which this is kind of similar modeled after.
Right.
It's also made out of a different material. I forget what it is. I'll put it up in the video here. Whatever the material it's made out of. I'm hoping that it's really strong. Because these picks aren't cheap.
How expensive?
How many did I get this? You got 2 here, 3, 4, 5. 5 picks, and I think it was $10 or $11.
Dang.
For 5 picks.
Keith's getting some extra dough.
Well, no, I think the problem is there's no other pick made this way.
I mean, it is a weird design. Like, you're gonna have to take a screenshot and show it.
Yeah, it'll be up here.
I love the idea of the Herco side. That's what I'm gonna call it. Like,
yeah,
it's the Herco side.
Texture side.
And then, I don't know.
I like the idea of the textured side because it keeps me from slipping on my grip, but I don't want to play with the textured side very often.
Oh, see, I like playing with the Herco textured side.
I know you do. You like the Joe Walsh little textured side, but I don't most of the time.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of it for grip. So I'm cool with that. Do I think it'll be... Then it comes in 3 different thicknesses, I think. And this is... It's either the lowest or the middle, like, thickness is what it is.
Okay.
Which is about a 70, I think.
Okay.
Which is pretty close to a Fender medium.
Yeah.
Ballparkish. Which is what I use normally is with these Fender mediums.
I'm taking this.
Yeah, that is for you to take. I want you to tell me what you think of it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that my first pick slide with this pick, that I don't create a giant divot or something in it, and all of a sudden now this $2 pick is just...
This material looks like it's that one that, like, kind of chips off.
It does kind of look
You
like...
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it will or not, but...
We'll let you know. We'll do a follow-up on this for sure.
Yeah.
But as of now, these picks look awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool design. Like I said, I saw the rig rundown. I was like, dude, you check out those picks?
Yeah. That's the first thing we talked about. Like, his whole other rig, which looks amazing.
Oh,
like,
and he's plugging straight into a Marshall. Like,
awesome sounds. But the first thing we said was, man, you see those picks?
We're such nerds.
Nerd!
It just tells you how important these little things are.
Yeah.
Some people have commented too in our videos, and they're like, man, you guys are really in the weeds with silly stuff. Pickup height and pole height and all these little things that, you know, we tried some of those Eric Johnson tricks here a while back. They're like, you can't tell a difference, and who cares if it's... The thing is, though, every, like, 1%, after a large amount of time, it's going to add up to a large percentage.
Hey, we need as much help as possible.
Yeah.
So maybe don't judge us.
That's right. I need all the help I can get. So, if I can get a little bit of help from a pick,
yeah,
I'm all about it. And I'm curious to see what these sound like. We done an episode on picks a while back. It's been quite a while. But we really need to do a side-by-side comparison.
Well, and we haven't done sound samples. We talked about them and talked about the different sounds. But, you know, you guys need to hear it too. So
yeah, we need to do that. So maybe we look at doing that here soon.
Yeah, there's also some other picks I want to get, though, before we do that.
Yeah,
so.
we need to get a larger array. But anyway, these Keith Urban picks from D'Addario.
Dario.
Yeah, whatever it is. You guys know what we're talking about. The D. So you want to go check these things out. I think they're really cool. Maybe they're not up your alley, but they do have thicker picks and stuff too. So
And it's Keith Urban, so like it can't be like completely terrible.
no, that dude, he's a gearhead too, just like all of us. He's a great guitar player, and I think it's a really cool idea. I've never seen somebody try an idea like that because I don't think there's a lot of players that play with the shoulder of their pick that would be a player that would get a signature pick or signature anything.
Right.
So I've been playing with the shoulder of my pick a lot, play with the point occasionally, but the idea of this one, so cool.
Cool idea. We'll check it out.
Yeah, stand by to get some. So we'll let you know. So let's go ahead and go into what's on your mind.
All right. So I've been thinking about this a lot because manufacturers, amp makers, let's say just for example, Fender.
Yep.
It's right here. They always pair a Jensen with their amps for the most part. I mean, unless it's a limited edition, whatever.
Right.
Friedman usually has like either a vintage 30.
He does a lot of X patterns with things. Yeah.
Right. You've got Dr. Z. They use a lot of Celestian Golds. They use that Z-Best cab, and they tell you what they think pairs best with the amp.
Yeah.
Man, the more I think about this though, because like I have plugged my Bassman into a Vox cab, open back, and like granted it's not like the sound, but it is a drastically different sound.
Cool sound.
Compared to like this 412.
Yeah.
And that's an awesome sound.
Yep.
I think there's like this whole mystery of tone that no one's really unlocked. Like trying different thickness of cab material.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got pine, you got other stuff you can use. The different types of speakers that like no one's really unlocked.
Yes, there's some cabinets out there. I've heard of players getting a 412 and putting 4 different speakers in it so they can close mic different speakers depending on what they're looking to get. That's kind of genius.
It's also like intense.
It is intense.
Sorry, I was about to burp.
It is pretty intense, but I think it's really cool idea. There's some manufacturers, Dr. Z does give you a description of what he thinks should work well. However, in those Z-Best cabs, you can order a giant list of speakers. However, for like the standard cabinet for a certain amp, he does have suggestions. And I think it's good they have suggestions for that stuff. However, sometimes I wonder if it's a generic suggestion. They're trying to find the middle ground where if I really like went and put 15 different speakers in there, I would find something different.
Well, and I think that's fair. Like any manufacturer is going to do that, right? They're like, let me work on this amp. We're going to tinker with it. And we're going to find a speaker that really complements it.
Yeah.
It complements it. But just think about all the different things, like pedals. We're looking for 50 different variants of a freaking tube screamer anymore.
Well, I'm not.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are looking for a different type of tube screamer that it does a little this.
Yep.
I feel like speakers and cabinets could be that, but no one's really taken the leap to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's famous musicians like Joe Bonamassa. He'd try anything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You think of...
John Mayers went through a lot of cabinets. I think Two Rock probably does a really good job with their cabinets, I think. There's lots of options there, and they are very particular on that stuff.
Well, and I just think of, like, the Fender Tweeds. Like, that's a very thin cab.
Sometimes you lean on a Fender Tweed, or like you like put your hand down on there to turn a knob, and you can see it shift, and you're like, "Oh, careful!"
Like I've seen people like sit on their Blues Junior, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd do that.
Yeah, I would set on a deluxe reverb.
Yeah,
but anything smaller than that, I get nervous.
I don't think I'd sit on this Princeton.
I probably would sit on it, but not for long, and I would try to not make a habit of it.
You know what I mean? Like, I just think that there's a lot to be discovered with cabinets, speakers, that no one's really tried.
The joints of the cabinet, how thick it is, like you talked about, how the baffle board is there. I'll tell you what, the way the baffle board goes in the front or the baffle board goes in the back, if the speaker's mounted in the front, if the speaker's mounted in the back, there's that little post that goes in like 412s. There's a post that goes from the baffle board to the back of the cabinet. What that's made of, how thick it is, all that stuff's different. If you go to those old basket weaves in 68, 69, they are drastically different than the 1960 412s, you get, today.
Well, and I just think like with Fender amps just in general, like a lot of people will mod like this Princeton with like a blue or a gold or something in it, right?
Yep.
But then you have Twins, which is a blackface amp,
Mm-hmm.
and they might put JBLs or EVs.
Yep.
And I'm like, not that I want to put an EV in here because that'd be heavy.
Right. And I'm not sure an EV fits in a Princeton because the magnet size, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like there's lots of untapped things.
Yeah.
That I'm just curious about.
Well, I put that ET65. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. There'll be a little card up above. I put that in my deluxe reverb, that speaker from Warehouse Guitar Speakers. And it took a few of the things I didn't like about my deluxe or that were kind of nagging me and fixed all those problems. I'm so much happier with that deluxe now.
Yeah.
I think that speaker is huge, and I think cabinet's huge. I know Mojo Tone was making a bunch of cabinets. You could take a Blues Junior and put it in a big thing, or a Pro Junior and put it in a big cabinet with a 1x12. And
well, an Avatar, you can kind of design whatever you want.
yeah, there's a bunch of people out there that have that option, and I think that we need to play with it more.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly as fun as buying a new pedal.
I think it's going to make a bigger sound difference. Make a bigger sound difference than if you've got a tube screamer and you're looking to buy a different tube screamer. I think it's going to make a bigger difference than that.
Yeah, I agree. So I just want to point it out there. Just like I feel like we need more demos of that, like online.
Yeah.
Like I need to hear different sound samples of that.
Yeah, it's hard though. It's hard.
Nobody's doing it.
Nobody's doing it, and if they're doing it, it makes me nervous because
It's like, is it really trustworthy?
Yeah.
Is this Celestion putting it out?
right.
You know what I mean? Is
Yeah.
this a certain speaker company?
Yeah.
Is it Freeman that's trying to sell a certain cab? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I'll tell you what, those Friedman cabs sound great.
oh, they sound great. I'm
Oh my
not saying
gosh.
I'm not saying this stuff doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like I feel like there's usually an agenda.
Tell you what, one of my favorite cabinets, they're mine. I don't think they'd be yours. Is those Bogner cabs,
Yeah.
however you say it.
Yeah, those are good.
Oh my god.
They're 1x12. Sounds big.
Yeah, because it's ported. They've got those cubes. Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know. I don't
Oh
remember.
my gosh, sounds good. Mesa's got those Thiel. Is that how you say it? Thiel
Yeah.
cabinets.
Yeah.
And man, they sound great too.
Yeah. So Orange has good cabinets too.
There's a bunch of good cabinets out there, but I think we need to. You see, like Joe Perry, he's got like a bunch of heads with a bunch of crazy looking cabinets together.
Oh, yeah, Brad Whitford and him.
And Brad
yeah.
Whitford, I think they were trying different cabinets with different heads and found configurations they liked. And I think we need to play with that more. I think, which kind of leads us to our main topic. I think we need to play with that stuff more because we're missing out the great mystery of tone. Is that how you described this?
I mean, I think for at least speakers and cabs.
So do you want to go ahead and move into this main topic?
Yeah. So we're gonna do something that we've really want to do for a while. I want to plug this Princeton into a 412.
Yeah.
I want to hear how full it can sound, and
Will it sound different?
oh, it's got to, right? It's
Well-
moving 4 speakers.
And it's different speakers. It's greenbacks.
Yeah.
So let's get into the lowdown, I guess, on this. So this is a Princeton Reverb reissue, 65 reissue.
Yep.
It's all stock with the stock Jensen speaker in it.
Yep. 10-inch.
No modifications have been done to it.
Nope.
So we'll be using that. We've got this. This is a 1960 TV Marshall cab. So the TV model is different from the 1960 like B or A cabinets. A is for the angled, B is for the bottom. But the TV only comes in a slanted, and the TV is also oversized.
Okay.
It's slightly oversized cabinet. It's supposed to be more like kind of like the hand wire cabinets Marshall was making that was kind of reminiscent of the big cabinets that Jimi Hendrix was using in the late 60s kind of cabinets.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be more akin to that. It's got 3 greenbacks in it, or 3. It's got 4 greenbacks in it, and nothing's been changed on it. It's all stock cabinet. So we'll play this Princeton like this. We'll play it clean and then dirty,
Yep.
and then we'll do this, and then we'll plug it into this 412. We'll do the same thing.
Sounds good.
I want to play this time.
That's fine, but I get to tweak.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, we're back here with you. So we've got this 58 reissue Les Paul here. It's all stock with the custom buckers that's in it. We got it going through a small little pedal board with the tuner, a couple drives, Keeley Halo for delay. Probably won't touch up too much of that. Then we're running into the Fender Princeton. Like we said, it's a 65 reissue. All stock with the original Jensen 10-inch speaker. We've got the volume on 4, the treble on 5, the bass is on, what is that, 2, 2.5?
2.
Reverb on 2, mic'd up with a SM57 going straight into our interface out to you guys.
Yeah, so right now this is clean tone. Nothing through the board is on.
thing sounds great.
Sounds so good.
And you bump the bass up a little bit? Is that
Just
what you
one notch. Bass is on 3 now.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, should we turn this thing up a little bit?
Let's at least take the volume to 7
Okay,
and then go from there.
let's do that. Great. Let's hook it up into a 412.
Let's try it out, guys.
All right, guys, we're back here with you. So we've got this thing all set up. We basically unplugged the speaker from this Princeton, and we plugged a speaker cable into this Marshall 412. So we've got it back down on the volume 4, which is where we had it earlier in those clean clips. We've got the bass and treble right where it was. Mic'd up with the SM57. Nothing has changed other than we plugged the 412 cabinet in, moved the mic there, try to position it same kind of area on the speaker that we had it positioned on this one. So let's listen to some sound samples, see what we think. Man, it's weird to hear that spring reverb coming through this 412.
I know. All I did was turn the bass down just a little bit.
So barky, so woody. When I hit that middle position and the bridge both, I was like, oh, it's woody and barky and like, ugh.
Again, because we're switching speakers and cab, it's hard to tell which is... I mean, the speaker's probably making most of the difference, let's be honest.
Especially being close mic'd.
Right.
For you guys, it will be mainly the speaker you're hearing, but the cabinet does have something to do with the play of it, and I think we will be hearing a pretty good mix of both.
So, just talking tones, this had a brighter top that sounded edgier.
Mm-hmm.
This, like you said, was a little woodier, warmer, and completely full.
The top end was round and bright, but not brittle. It kind of took some of the brittle, I would almost say brittleness, out of the high trebles with this out.
Yeah.
But still had the brilliance, it felt like.
So this has a small speaker sound to it, like that it lives in.
It still didn't sound like a Princeton with a 12 though. We've played a bunch of Princeton
No,
with 12s.
it honestly sounded kind of like a JTM.
Yeah, kind of.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's turn this thing up. Where did we go after that?
I think 7.
Did we go to 7? Okay. We should have remembered this.
Yeah, I think it's 7.
Okay. Let's go to 7. All right. This is where the fun happens.
Yep.
Okay. Let's find out. Maybe it happens. Maybe it sucks.
Bass at 0. Who needs a Marshall? I mean, you need a Marshall cab. Who says you need a Marshall head?
Is it all in the freaking cabinet? It's pretty amazing. Just stand by one moment. I couldn't help it. I had to see what a little bit over, because until that clip and that little section there, nothing but the amp.
Yeah.
Just the amp. Doing all that beautiful, like... Trying to play it off from the AC of the DC, so they don't yell at us on YouTube about it.
Yeah.
But you get the idea, right? I mean, it's got that sound, that JTM 45 sound.
Yeah.
But I put on an OCD pedal, and I just barely had any gain on there, barely had any volume, just enough to boost it. You probably could have used just about anything.
Sure.
But I knew that OCD pedal had worked really good with this Marshall cabinet.
It took them from a JTM to a JCM 800.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah, so What did we learn?
Cabinets are everything.
Yeah, cabinets are everything. Cabinets are everything.
I
Maybe
don't know.
cabinets are a lot anyway.
Like, I've never wanted a 412 so bad.
It sounds incredible.
Like, I've plugged my basement into it and it sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
But now it's making me think, well, I've got this. If I just plug that in the 412, I don't need the basement.
You know what it made me think is, like, I thought when we plugged your basement in there, and when we've plugged my Marshall in there and different heads into these 412s like this, specifically this 412, because I'm so familiar with it, because it's like my main 412,
Sure.
that it was mainly the head pushing the speakers so much, and it made this incredible sound. I'm not sure that's the case. Like, some of it, of course, is. You've got to have
Right.
certain gain structures and certain EQ structures to match it. Because we've also put a Vox head in here before,
And it sounded good.
and it was good, but it wasn't anything like that.
No.
Nothing like that.
I had no idea Princeton could sound anything like that.
Holy smokes. I hope it comes across in the audio.
Like, that makes me think a Princeton is all you need.
Man. Maybe
Like-
all you need is a Princeton, and you need a 10-inch, you need a 112 cab, you need a 212 cab, and a 412 cab.
Yeah.
And you don't take different amps to the gig.
You just different speakers.
You just take different cabinets.
And then if you got to mic it, you got to mic it. But, like, that's loud enough for a gig.
Holy smokes, that's plenty loud enough for a gig. It's got me thinking big time.
Yeah. I knew it would sound bigger. Like, obviously, right?
I thought it would get. I honestly thought the bottom end would be too much. I thought it would
Well,
be too
okay,
much.
so I did roll off all the bass, and I turned up the treble to 7
But you do that whenever you crank up this amp already.
most of the time, yeah. I just can't believe, like, I thought it would, like, almost take a new characteristic, but it just sounded so much more of itself. Does that make sense?
It was more of its. Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds like this, but then more, and then some.
Yeah, it blew me away. I can't believe how well it done it.
Like, first of all, you should know by now, like, we didn't try this beforehand.
No,
So, like, we truly didn't know what it sounded like. We just wanted to try it. But, like, that makes me think a Princeton is all you need.
yeah, I can't get over how good, like, and it's so reactive to the touch, right? I'm sorry to go back to it. It's still amazing.
No, let's hear it some more. When it's that good, who cares? I just want to point out that a Marshall head won't give you that kind of reverb either.
No, there's no reverb in there. Yeah. So yeah, this just amp. We're back up on 7. just so reactive to the touch. That's what I was getting at. Like I could just lightly play. I started in the beginning of that clip. I started turning it down to like 8. I was like, no, I don't even need to do that. Like crank it to 10 and just lightly with my fingers.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And when you crank it to 10, it's like everything will last a little bit. I had to goose it one more time with that OCD.
I know.
But it's got all the things.
It was great.
Wow.
And that's a Fender. I mean, in a Marshall cab, but
still unbelievable. If you haven't tried different speakers, if you haven't tried different cabinets, even if you've got a Princeton, even if you've got a Pro Junior, even if you've got a Blues Junior,
try it all.
If you've got whatever, if you've got all those little Delta Kings that Supro makes.
Yeah, those are great amps.
You imagine putting that in like a 112 Thiel or like Portic cab?
Man.
It could be awesome.
Yeah.
Go try it. Go play with things.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to find. This right here. Holy smokes.
I feel like this is a mic drop moment.
This is...
Like, this has got me thinking.
Me too. I always knew how important these cabinets were and stuff. But it really does have me thinking again. How cool would it be, honestly, how cool would it be to buy a head shell for this Princeton and stick it in a head on top of a little 212 cap or something? Have you ever seen that? I've never seen someone do that. How cool.
No.
And this thing's got spring reverb in it, ready to go.
Yeah, it's got reverb.
No Marshall's going to do that.
No.
We're dragging on at this point.
I don't even care. If you follow this long with us, you know what? Power to you. We're just super excited. Hopefully, you guys realize maybe you need to try this out. So
go play with stuff. If you've got cabinets around for other amps, go check them out.
Go try it out.
Let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. I hope this translated.
Yeah.
I think how could it not?
Even if it doesn't, I don't care.
Oh, it's amazing. In the room, you'll know it. Go check it out. We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.